Hello everyone! Can you believe I am making 2 videos in 1 week? It's kind of insane, right? Right now I am babysitting, so that's why it's a different environment, and there's like a sippy cup over there, and you might see a dog walk by. So I'll get to a little more about that later. I wanted to do this video to give you guys an update on what's been going on in my life, because there have been some kind of major changes. So first of all, I started dating a guy last year who I had known for a while. We'd known each other for, I don't know, like 3 years. The problem with that was the distance. He lives in Atlanta and I live in San Francisco. But we really liked each other, so we decided to try it. And it went really well. It went surprisingly well for distance. We would come and see each other pretty much every month and a half. Like, we would alternate. I would go there and he would come here. And that was obviously very expensive because round-trip plane tickets to Atlanta are about $400 a piece. Sometimes you can get a little bit cheaper, but generally about $400. And so I started working a second part-time job, basically just to save money for that. My full-time job, which, as you know, is as an attorney, it pays me enough to do most of the things I do in my life, as far as, pay all my bills and go out and have fun. But it doesn't really leave a lot extra for savings or for, $400 plane tickets to Atlanta every 3 months. So at first I was thinking about getting a waitressing job because I used to waitress and I really enjoyed it. But that would have been really difficult because it would have been kind of a set schedule. Even if I was working part-time, they would have wanted me to come in, certain days a week, like Friday through Sunday or whatever. And that would have interfered with a lot of things, but mainly it would have interfered with going to Atlanta. Like, it would probably be hard to get time off to go do something like that. So that sort of defeated the purpose of the part-time job. So then I decided I was going to try to get a babysitting job. So at first I went to Craigslist, and then through like Google searches and stuff, I ended up finding this service called Urban Sitter. And most major metropolitan areas have this now. It's really cool. It's basically an app that you upload your profile to, and then parents also have profiles, and they can post job requests on there, and then you can submit your interest, or instead of posting a job, they could just like search for sitters that are available that night and just contact you directly. And your reviews and your ratings end up on there because parents will rate you, and then other parents can see it. And it's just a really cool service. And also what's cool is that parents can pay via credit card. They don't always have to pay cash, so parents really like that too. And it doesn't charge me at all. Like, I get 100% of what I earn. So I started doing that actually in June of last year. So it's almost been a whole year since I started doing that. And it has been so incredible. I have been able to make so much extra money a month, but on my own terms. Like, say there's a week where I'm really busy, or I'm out of town, or I just don't feel like babysitting. I don't have to babysit that week. It's completely up to me. I update my availability on the website so that parents can see whether I'm available or not. And also, I have a few regular families now. I probably have about 5. And by regular, that doesn't mean that I babysit for them every Monday or whatever. It just means that I'm usually the person that they call when they want to go on a date night or something like that. So that's really nice too, because I don't even really have to use Urban Sitter as much as I used to, because I've just got a personal relationship with these families and they contact me, and so it works out really well. And probably 8 times out of 10, I will get here after the baby is already asleep or shortly before. So I get paid to like watch TV and record videos, and it's really, really nice. I mean, obviously sometimes the kids wake up and it's, there's the work of having to get them back to sleep, but I'm just so grateful that I discovered this second job, because it's so perfect and so flexible, and I make really good money. And all of the families I work for have been so kind. They'll like make me dinner, or they'll give me free access to the kitchen, and they've all got like cable, and they're also just very sweet. sweet people. Today is different. I typically don't babysit during the day, like I was saying, but today I've got a very long babysitting day. It's from 2 to 9, I think, and she's napping right now. I'm not neglecting her. But I'm really excited because we're going to go to the park and stuff, and I don't usually have the opportunity to do that while they're sleeping at night, obviously. So if you're curious how that has jived with my day job, it doesn't really have an effect on it at all because, you know, I schedule the babysitting jobs for after I'm off work or on the weekends. So a lot of times I'll get off work and I'll go straight to a babysitting job, and then I'll babysit until like 10 or 11 and I'll go home. Trust me, that's a long day. It's not the preferred thing, but I'm pretty much doing what I would be doing at home. Besides, you know, if the little bit of work I have to do to get the baby down and all that. The rest of the night I'm watching TV, I'm reading, I'm, you know, talking to my boyfriend. Like, it's really not that bad. Okay, so that's one big thing in my life right now that's different. And the second really big thing is that my boyfriend is moving out here and we are moving in together. So it's two big steps that we have just decided to combine into one because, I don't know, we just feel like we're ready and we're excited about it. I didn't expect for us to find a place so quickly because it's really, really hard to find apartments out here in general, just not even just San Francisco, but the whole Bay Area. And we found a place in Berkeley, which to be honest, I was sad about at first because, you know, I love San Francisco and I don't want to be outside of the city proper. But the apartment is right by a BART station. In case you don't know, BART is the Bay Area Rapid Transit, which is basically like a subway. And my office is also right next to a BART station. And my office is in San Francisco, obviously. So my commute every day won't even be that bad. In fact, it will probably be the same, if not less time than my bus commute takes right now, which is kind of funny. So that won't be bad. But, you know, a lot of my friends are out here or in San Francisco, and I'm definitely, you know, sad that they won't be as easily accessible, but I'll be in the city Monday through Friday to work, so, you know, I can meet up with people after work for drinks and dinner and things like that. And I'm sure that we'll be in the city at least like every other weekend because it's San Francisco and, you know, we love it here. Oh, and my boyfriend has a car that he's bringing, so that will be really nice and convenient for getting around. But yeah, I'm really excited about this apartment. I'm nervous. I think it's going to be really great, but all I can think about right now is the stress of everything that has to get done. You know, all the furniture we have to buy, how we have to buy pretty much everything for the apartment except for like the bedroom stuff. Because for the past few years, I've lived in apartments that kind of already had everything else, you know, like living room furniture, dining room, kitchen stuff. And so I've only had to have my bedroom stuff, and that's all I have. And obviously he's not bringing a lot out here because he's driving across the country. He's bringing a TV, which is the most important part in my opinion. But besides that, we have to buy like almost everything. So it's stressful but exciting too because, you know, we'll get to like go around IKEA and Target and find stuff and make it our own. But I'm just getting kind of impatient to have that finally be happening because right now I'm in that state where I'm half packed and half not. And if you watched the last video, we talked so much about my type A personality, and I don't like that middle ground. I like everything to either be put away or everything to be packed up. And so I'm kind of struggling with the anxiety of being in the middle. But that will be over soon because I'm moving on June 1st, which is only, 8 days away from now. So it's coming up really quickly. So I think that those are really the only two big differences in my life that I haven't had a chance to talk about in videos. Work is the same. We have a few new interesting clients, which I'm excited about. I'm getting to do a little bit different work than I would be before. I just went to this conference called SF Music Tech, and it's really cool because it combines music and also like technology, like apps and stuff. And you go and you can go like watch different panels of people, just super interesting people who are really well educated and also, you know, founders of different services and apps. And so that's really cool and interesting, and you get to network a lot. And yeah, honestly, I think that is it for now. I just wanted to give you guys that little update. I don't know what my next video will be about or when it will be, but I'll see you guys then.